Greetings, you bone scythe slivers. A terrible mouthfeel. I hope you're doing well, though. I am, and I'm also Graham here on Loading Ready Run, where today on the Crack-A-Pack, I'm opening this packet of Commander Masters. Packet? This booster pack.
Booster packet.
Of Commander Masters that was handed to me by their human hands by HD Dabnado in MagicCon Chicago, who has written HD Dabnado and for Cracker Pack. It's a little smudgy. I think it's Crack-A-Pack. I hope it is, because that's where I'm opening it. So let's do that. Delightful. First up, which order is this? There. No? Wait. How are these collated? Wrongly. Okay, I'll start from the back, where we have an art card. Big fan of art. This is the art for Champion's Helm, and it looks great. I mean, the Champion's still got his helmet. He's super dead, but good for him for getting that helmet, I guess. Nice chair, too, to be honest. Let's begin with the cards in earnest. First up, Swamp. One of the lands of all time. Next, Borderless Elvish Mystic. That's very cool. Just as new shoots rise from winter's slumber, so too will my people rise to greatness once again. Says this 1/1 for single green elf druid that taps for a single green mana in borderless form. I did like that, how in this set they added a whole bunch of cool and generally desirable commons and uncommons and gave them the borderless treatment, that it's not just rares and mythics for this set. I thought that was neat. The retail price for it was not, but that was cool. Boy, we're running hot today. Borderless Path of Ancestry. Holy moly. Path of Ancestry enters tapped, and tap to add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity, and when that mana is spent to cast a creature spell that shares a creature type with your commander, scry 1. A reminder for everyone at home, your commander shares a type with your commander. So if you use the path to cast your commander, you get to scry. Next, Mire Triton. Big fan of this one. 1 and a black for a 2/1 zombie merfolk. It's got death touch, and when it enters the battlefield, mill 2 cards and gain 2 life. Yes, fuel the graveyard. Also, defend against the giant creatures. Good stuff, Mire Triton. Speaking of milling, Deranged Assistant. It's Garl. 1 and a blue for a 1/1 human wizard. Tap to mill a card to add colorless to your mana pool. The milling a card is part of the cost, but still, another great way to put stuff in your bin. Garl, adjust the slurry dispensers. Garl, fetch more corpses. Garl, quit crying and give me your brain tissue. If he doesn't stop being so rude, I'm quitting. Yeah, that's right, Garl. Stick it to the man. Deep Analysis, hold your jokes. 3 and a blue for a sorcery. Target player draws 2 cards, and it has flashback for 1 and a blue. Pay 3 life. You gotta pay for that flashback, like it hurts. But you still just get to draw an extra 2 cards. So yeah, good stuff. Everyone loves that card. Frantic Search. There's a lot of very good, on-theme blue stuff going on here. 2 and a blue for an instant, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. And also untap up to 3 lands. Yeah, all right. Next, we're already into the uncommons. We've got Herald of the Host. 3 white for a 4/4 with flying and vigilance. So it's a Sarah Angel. Surely this doesn't have any more text. Uh-oh. It also has Myriad, which means numerous, for those unfamiliar. Whenever this creature attacks, for each opponent other than defending player, you may create a token that is a copy of this creature that is tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker they control. Exile the tokens at the end of combat. So you get to attack all your opponents at once with the one creature, but the creature goes everywhere. Curiously, this has vigilance, but the tokens enter tapped. Not that it matters, because they're going to go away at the end of turn, so it's not like you need to keep them up on blocks, but That is kind of funny. Next, Jade Mage. 1 and a green for a 2/1 Human Shaman. And for 2 and a green, you make a 1/1 green Saproling creature token. Seen here, perched atop her shoulder, looking adorable. Little Saproling friend and the Jade Mage. That's cool. I actually didn't know Jade Mage was in this set because I've only played it like twice. And I think you got to see one of them. You may have got to see both of them. Have I ever played this off camera? I can ask myself that actually about most Magic sets. Certainly the ones that don't come to Arena. I don't know why I'm having this digression. Let's keep looking at Magic cards. Hey, it's Meteor Golem. Meteor than what? 7 mana for a 3/3 Golem. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target non-land permanent the opponent controls. Herala sighed as the creature pulled itself from the smoldering pit, the ground boiling beneath its still glowing feet. She'd just plowed that field. That's good. I like that. Next, Padim. Everyone's favorite new Kylie Minogue hit. It's not new, even at this point, it's like 6 months old. And it's not even it's not, don't worry about it. Console of Innovation. I'm just gonna barrel past my own terrible jokes. 3 and a blue for a 1/4 legendary Vidalcan Artificer. Artifacts you control have hexproof. Just all of them. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control the artifact with the highest mana value or tied for the highest, draw a card. You know, Meteor Golem at 7 mana, pretty high on the list of possible mana values. Now, this isn't Double Masters, where you take the first pick is 2. I think Commander Masters, you take 2 picks each time, if I recall correctly. I'm just saying you could take Padim and Meteor Golem, but we haven't gotten to the rares yet, so let's keep looking. Heartless Hidetsugu. Sure. 3 red for a legendary Ogre Shaman. It's a 4/3. Tap Heartless Hidetsugu, and it deals damage to each player equal to half of that player's life total rounded down. Okay. Let's see what happens, I guess. Mind's Aglow. Single blue mana for a sorcery with Join Forces. Starting with you, each player may pay any amount of mana. Each player draws X cards, where X is the total amount of mana paid this way. The total amount. The total? Boy, you're really just letting a bunch of people draw a bunch of cards. Starting with you, each player may pay any amount of mana. Each player draws X cards where X is the total amount of mana paid this way. You don't even have to pay. You can let other, I don't mean the controller. At the table, if someone else casts this spell, one does not need to pay to draw the cards. You can maybe draw more if you pay more, but then everyone else gets to draw more. You can just sit there and not pay. Ooh. Now, how many rares are in here? Another one. Oh. Get the sleeve, everybody. It's one of them free spells. It's Fierce Guardianship. 2 and a blue for an instant. If you control a commander, you may play this spell without paying its mana cost. Counter target non-creature spell. Well, we'll be taking that one first pick. And finally, another rare. It's our foil. The token, by the way, is a cat on one side and an Eldrazi on the other. But our rare is Jezal Goldmane in foil. 2 white for a 4/4 legendary cat warrior with first strike. And for 3 white, attacking creatures you control get +X until end of turn, where X is the number of attacking creatures. It's kind of a spicy pack. I don't know exactly what I'm going to take out of this pack. I will tell you that the pack overall is worth over $44, and 40 of that is Fierce Guardianship. So, you know, probably going to take Fierce Guardianship there. I don't know about Mind's Aglow. I mean, if we ignore prices, which you don't have to do, but if we did ignore prices, I kind of like the Padim Meteor Golem 1-2 punch there. And then you're passing a ton of blue, though. Heartless Hidetsugu is the only red card, and Mire Triton's the only black card, if you were interested in, like, high-level signaling. And Jezal Goldmane and Herald of the Host are the only white cards. So you could just take the 2 double-pipped expensive white cards and, like, you know, maybe move on with your life into a some kind of white deck. I don't know what I would take. This is actually this is a tricky one. There's 3 different legendaries in this pack, and you do want to hopefully lock in on your legendary earlier than later. I don't do this a lot, but let me know in the comments what you would take. I'm genuinely curious. That's not Fierce Guardianship. We all assume that we're going to pretend that one's not even here or that it's worthless. It's not, so you should take it. But if it was not worth anything, what would you take? I do like Meteor Golem, and just because Meteor Golem's really good at dealing with a bunch of problems. Elvish Mystic, ramp into it, maybe? Hey, I'm gonna leave it there for now. I have been Graham, joined by Paul on tech. Matt edits these with Jordan. Heather gets these online. Thank you all so much for watching and listening, and for sending packs like HD Dabnado did at MagicCon. You can also mail them to us if you so desire. Again, you're not obliged to, but if you want to do that, then we'll keep recording me opening them, because why not? Until next time, I have been Graham. I already did all that. Patreon.com/loadingreadyrun is how you can support not only this show, but everything that we do. I think I really nailed this outro. Thanks for watching. See you next time.